What's it going to be? One hit. He's got VT activation. Nell is the life lead.
He has the life lead. Nell has the life lead.
Oh! Nell in the shine with the snipe jump back fadeaway jumper.
Laurence Wright, or Nellbomb as you may know him, is a Balrog player in Street Fighter V, and he is perhaps the most consistent attendee of New England fighting game locals over the past few years. But consistently supporting locals isn't enough to earn you an episode on Beyond Frame Data. We brought Nell onto our show because everyone in the New England Street Fighter V scene has seen his consistency be rewarded with the development of his skills over the course of nearly 5 years. Consistent turnout combined with his wise mindset and cheerful attitude have combined to mold Nellbomb into one of the best SF5 players in New England. At the same time as this level up in-game, he's also become a powerful force in the realm of content creation and streaming in the region. Seriously, his stuff is hysterical, but always as sincere as his smile and handshake at the beginning and end of a set. Nell's life is only 22 years young, but in our interview, you will get the sense that his life has been a journey, and he thinks of it as such. Nell carries the lessons of each of his mentors he's met through his travels in and out of the scene with him everywhere he goes. Carrying all this wisdom must be a burden for him, so let's help him offload some of that wisdom throughout this delightful episode of Beyond Frame Data, and let's have a laugh or 10 in the process. I know Nell will.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Frame Data. It is your boy Hannie, aka Sion, and today I'm joined with one of the most requested interviews, Laurence Nellbomb. Right, what's going on, man?
You got the last name, yo. You're doing your research.
That's all that's on this paper, actually. It's just the name. It's just that's it. I actually don't need the rest of these notes. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I want to go back to locals, bro.
He misses offline.
I miss everyone.
Depending on when you guys are watching this, and most likely it's in 2020 because that's when we released. We are going through a pandemic. Okay, it is now the darkest timeline, as you can see.
This will be part of FGC history.
And speaking of this, will be as he sips on water. This will be a part of FGC history. Today I'm joining with. If this ends up being a silly interview, guys, I apologize because this is actually one of my genuine friends too. Laurence, let's take it back all the way to the beginning of your life, your whole life. We're going to talk about the humble beginnings. Who were you before the FGC? Right. And talk to us a little bit about yourself.
Let's take it back to 1999, right? January 25th, the year I was born. The greatest day of everyone's life.
Oh my God!
No, I'm just kidding. A little. I'm just. But all right, how the furthest I can take it back. Fighting games has always been there. Like, it's weird. My first ever video game I picked up was when I was 3. My dad had Tekken 1 or 2. I don't know.
Okay. Fighting games in your family then?
No. It's just me.
Okay, really?
Yeah. No, I have siblings. I'm the youngest. But they're all like half brothers and half sisters, and they lived with me for a portion of my life. Then, like, they moved out into their own thing.
Okay.
But it's been mostly me playing video games. That's who it was and what I always did. But longest I can take it back, right? Well, as far as I can take it back, I've always wanted to do competitive gaming. Like, really? It's weird. Like, you guys remember G4 TV?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why I want to say shout outs to Dan Camilli for that one, but anyways, it's like part of the G4 TV crew.
X-Play, bro. So one year they were showing off a Halo tournament. And I was like, this is the sickest thing ever, because I love Halo. Before it was fighting games, it was shooting games. But I saw that, then jump a little further as I get older. I realized I don't like working with people. Like, ooh. It's weird. I was very into sports, which is the exact opposite now. I'm a total nerd. I don't like sports anymore, but back then I was like all about basketball.
Okay, basketball.
Yeah, I did everything. I played soccer, baseball, basketball. Only I didn't do football. And I realized as I got older, I didn't like working with people just because if they messed up, that was on me and we lost the game.
So you're not into teams. So you're not into like MOBAs or.
No. I as I got older, I realized I needed to like them. But when I was younger, I was like, dude, if it was me, I wouldn't have missed. but it's yo, shut up.
The amount of editing is gonna take this video. It'll be so much funny.
Keep it, just keep
Oh
it.
my god.
But
I don't even want to do goofs.
So it turned into me actually, before it was like I got more into video games.
Yeah.
It was always Halo, and after I was done with team sports, because I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I went to fighting, like actual fighting.
Welcome home.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I did martial arts, and as I got older, I did taekwondo, kickboxing, and Muay Thai.
Is that a huge part of your life? Martial arts?
It was definitely. I love fighting. Like I'm very.
So you like MMA too?
Yeah, I like MMA. I'm a big fan of boxing.
Oh, so
Like
you're a Mayweather fan?
Yeah, I like Mayweather. I like Mayweather. But it's just where I come from. So my hometown home city is Brockton, and the nickname for Brockton is the City of Champions. The reason why it's called the City of Champions is because we have 2 heavyweight champions from Brockton.
Who?
Rocky Marciano and I always forget his name. Is it Hagler? Marvis Marvin. That's one of his nicknames. We had 2 heavyweights that used to live in Brockton and visit Brockton all the time.
You're Brockton born and raised, right?
Born and raised.
Nice.
I've never been like
Anywhere else?
Anywhere else.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So boxing is one of my biggest things. I love watching boxing. I love fighting in general because the idea of that you have to form yourself and just be perfect, and when you lose, oh shit.
Fighting and martial arts is like completely in your life.
Yeah, like.
You're Brockton born and raised.
Yeah, I just fighting was always like one of those things I love to do, and it's just for that pure part of that. If I mess up, it's on me and it's no one's fault, but I know I can fix that.
Okay.
When someone else, like the main thing when I was younger as a kid, I didn't like that just because that kid didn't try as hard, that means I have to take that L.
Right.
But when I mess up, it's on me. I get to go home and work on that now.
Right.
And I get to improve the next day and keep it going and going and going. Which leads me all the way to fighting games. I got eventually back into video games. Video games have always been there, but competitively, I saw one time G4 again, Evo. And I was like, bro, I know these things are out there, this like competitive scene for video games. I just need to get out there.
What was the first Evo that was being watched?
I think it was 13.
Evo 2013?
Yeah, it was on XPlay. I think Evo was only on XPlay like once, right? So whatever Evo that was, it was that.
I watched all Evos, I went to a lot of them, but I didn't even see it on a TV channel or anything.
It blew my mind that
I
much.
watched it on like Justin TV or
Yeah.
Twitch.tv. I never like on Human. Like I never thought it would got to, like the first time I even found out it was on ESPN. That was the first time I started stunning on my family. It was the first time like, yeah, we in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Competitive game.
I'm
you know what
doing
saying?
something, Mom.
I'm doing something, Mom.
See,
You
there's
know what?
money in here.
I was like, Mom, you know what? Order whatever you want. Get the lobster on me.
With
but
my 4th place in locals winning.
My phone's like, yeah, listen, man, it's on
Yo.
me, but you know, you pay the rest.
walking into the gas station,
Walking
dancing, made just enough to get gas
Just
money
enough
back
to
home.
get gas money. Like,
Yo, you made your venue fee back?
Yeah.
you'd be so happy. You're like, yes,
Yo, my $5 back in my pocket.
back in my pocket. I blocked other people from winning their venue feedback.
Oh my god. But yeah, then I really fell in love with fighting games and Street Fighter around 2014. I think I was 15 at the time. I saw the Daigo Parry, the classic. I got into what is it called? Fighterpedia. I don't know if you know about Fighterpedia.
Wow, I do.
Right? Yeah.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Talk to me about that. That's crazy.
And after that, I saw Smug.
So smart.
Smug and Dudley. I was like, whoa, slow down. Because I like, as a gamer, I played everything, including fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said early on in my life, when I played like Tekken and stuff like that, like when I was 3, my dad always bought fighting games, so I always had them in the house. I played Mortal Kombat. Before Street Fighter, it was Mortal Kombat. I tried Street Fighter, but I gave up because I couldn't do a fireball. I was like, this is too hard. To do this in Mortal Kombat, I do down, back, A, and I teleport. Why am I? This is too much for a fireball. And so I played Mortal Kombat for a lot. And I was just, when I mean I was looking everywhere to find a scene, and there was always a scene here, I just never found you guys.
Yeah.
It was really hard. I just couldn't. But yeah, I was playing Mortal Kombat. And after I saw Smug play, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it again. I did it again. I got an arcade stick. It was a Tekken arcade stick. My mom and dad got it for my birthday. I was like, yo, shout out to mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Yeah, and tried again. Still couldn't do fireballs and stuff like that. I played for a bit. I'm like, nah. Then I gave it one more chance after this. This is mad random. Do you know the music part in Mass called? It has this one weird ride called the Tea Party, where it's like the water splash. It goes
The Boston Tea Party?
The Boston Tea Party.
Canopy Lake.
Canopy Lake. All right. So in Canopy Lake.
How did we get here for Fireball?
listen.
Canopy Lake Park?
No. Listen. It's actually.
It's in New Hampshire.
It's in
It's not even in Mass.
Yo, listen. It's important.
Fuck this whole interview, dog. I'm all set.
Listen, it's important because they have an arcade. I don't do rides. I don't.
What?
Nah, I don't. I just don't. No, I don't. No. They're not
I'm
okay.
destroyed.
Yo, only close thing I do to ride is a water park because in my head it's like if I fall, I hit the water at least.
You're still dead, though.
I'm so dead.
You're still
I
dead.
know, but as a kid I was like,
but the water like takes all the damage.
because I'm like, yo, concrete. I can't go through concrete. That was what I was thinking as a kid.
I think that too. No, when I was a kid, I definitely thought it doesn't matter what height you fall from.
You're
as
good.
As long as you land in a body of water,
You're set.
it's gonna break your
It's not
fall.
like it's solid.
It's not cement.
But so when I went to the field trip, all my friends are going on rides. I was like, yo, I'm not having fun. I found the arcade. I found the arcade, and I was like, I got $5 in my pocket right now. I got an hour to spend. So I saw Marvel vs. Capcom.
Ooh.
Right? And no, it wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom. It was Marvel vs. Street Fighter. You know what I'm talking about?
versus Street Fighter?
X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
X-Men vs. Street
Yeah.
Fighter. And I threw a Hadouken by accident. I was like, whoa! A whole new world. I was like, I got this arcade stick at home. If I can do it here,
I can do it there.
I can do it at home. I can do it back home. So I had a copy of 4. This shows how I was so not into it, but I was trying. I had Super Street Fighter when AE was already out. So I was playing with people online, talking to people on Xbox. And it was like, yeah, I don't have Yon or any, Evil Ryu or anything like that. There's so
AE characters.
Yeah, AE characters. So I was playing with them. It's like, yeah, you need to get the new version of them. I'm like, okay, cool. So I started playing Ryu, the Fireballs. But I stopped playing Ryu because I didn't know the FADC. My execution wasn't there. I was like, I can't do this. I actually can't. But I got enough to do this. I can throw the fireball, I can do some of the moves. I just can't FADC. Okay, let me find another character that doesn't really require FADCs. That's when Smug comes in. I watched him play, and I was like, I don't see a single FADC. Dudley is so godlike.
That's also, interestingly enough, really. I'm gonna let you keep going because I love that you're just going in right now. But like I was gonna say really quick, that's also Hanbam's like favorite player too.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Who's your favorite Hanbam?" He's like, "Smug." I'm like, "Smug." He's like, "Yeah, that's the way he said Smug." I'm like, "What?" Smug goes, "Why?" He's like, "He's just so sick to watch." We went to NEC together at that time. We watched it, and Smug made top 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Who do you think is gonna win the tournament?" Smug's like, "Me." I'm like,
Yo.
"What?" He's like, "But you're going up against Justin Wall."
And?
He's like, "Yeah, I still plan on winning. I'm Smug." Hanbam lost his mind.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yes, Smug."
Yeah.
No, but his following right. Shout out to Smug right now. He's got crazy YouTube, crazy Twitch.
Shout out to
right
Smug,
now.
bro.
Yeah, shout out to Smug.
Seriously?
Sorry.
No, good. Yeah, I like the side track.
Sidetrack.
I like
Sorry.
it though. So yeah, he kind of just he gave me confidence, and I was like, okay, because before that it was Abel. I was doing Ryu, Abel, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, because he had target combos.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Target
So
combos was like.
Dudley had a full set of target combos. I'm like, I got this. I'll learn every single one of them, and that's how I played for the longest time. Fast track a little bit further. Street Fighter V comes out. My mindset for this game is that I'm not getting past bronze. Spoiler alert, I'm like super diamond now. I've been playing for a bit. It's just I used to watch all this stuff like Excel Adventures, all that stuff, and when 5 came out, I'm like, I'm gonna give this thing a shot. I don't know where tournaments are still at this point, but it's weird because my whole life has been foreshadowing Street Fighter in this scene. Mm-hmm. So when I finally do join the scene, as I meet people and up to date, I'm still finding out I knew these people before I even joined the scene.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like the first time I met Kevin Tech was at a GameStop tournament. And at the GameStop I work at. It was like when did Mortal Kombat X come out?
Oh yeah, it was when
yeah, there you go.
When Mortal Kombat X was doing this GameStop stuff.
Yeah, I played him there. He won the tournament. I also met another future friend there, my friend Darian. Yeah.
Darian?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Darian, yeah.
So I met him there at another GameStop, or not another GameStop. I just heard word of mouth of a guy named Zaffarino. And I was like, who's this guy? I was like, yeah, this guy went to Japan and played with this crazy dude named Justin Wong and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Then they gave me the Twitch. That's the first time I heard about Zaf. After that, when I finally did kind of get onto the scene, right before or the week after I went to my first weekly, I went to Anime Boston. They had a giant screen projector and stuff like that, and I met even more people from the scene before I even knew them. I met Tom Visual there. He was on the cabinet just beating everyone.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. Then I met Aaron from Connecticut and Island Boy from Connecticut also there because they beat Tom. I just met a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's just really weird how I meet people in random spots. But after I finally got into my community, because like when I was 14, I was trying to find, this was in 4 how it's happening. I was trying to find anything. I went to a random tournament in Brockton at this weird music place. Like you can rent studio time, but they had a tournament. I entered that. I still didn't find a consistent thing. So when I found the scene, I was like, yo, this is it. Yeah. You've been asking this for like your whole life. Like after you got done with fighting and stuff like that, you wanted to figure out another way to compete. This is it. So when I got Street Fighter V, I was like, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna learn everything optimal. Like everything I can do, that's optimal. I'm not, and in my head I was like, I'm not gonna get past bronze, like super bronze or anything like that. And it kept on getting better and better and better and better and better. And eventually I meet everyone in the scene. I meet the first person that ever walked up to me at a tournament was KO. KO the poet. Shouts to KO.
Shouts to KO.
KO the god.
Next week's guest, spoilers.
Dude sits me down, he's like, yo, here's some Balrog combos. I was like, yo! He's like, thanks, bro. Yeah, this was at PCG. Like, this is when, it's probably the size of this couch. That's how far the room was. You had 2 people in there, it was too many people already. Besides that, where else is it? Yeah, I just met more people as the year went on. I just try to keep this mentality of that, and this is for anyone that's starting anything difficult or they really passionate about it but they're not sure. The only time it's not going to happen is when you give up. So always do. And that's what the mindset I got going into Street Fighter. And that's what I carry. Because of Street Fighter, bro, and just the people around me, that's how I know I'm going to be a great person when I'm done with all this, because I hang around with great people. I wouldn't be the same person I am today. If I didn't meet you, Zaffarino, Bunch, Kaizen Master, Lucky D, KO. It was weird. I've had a different teacher for each stage of my Street Fighter career. But I'm saying career like I've done something. But like when I first started, KO was there. He helped me out, and he got me to a spot, like a comfortable spot. Dan picked me up there, and he got me further. After that, I was trying to get even better. And I hit this really, really weird spot in my life when I got the platinum. And it was just not in Street Fighter, but also out of Street Fighter. I was like, I think it was the last few years of my high school life. And I just didn't have confidence. I was always self-doubt, but then one of really big influencers, Kaizen Master, he helped me with the game, but bumped the game for a second. He helped me way more as a person. He taught me how to get my confidence back. And it was weird. He taught me this through Street Fighter though. He was like, there's two things that you need to learn is that you have to take these 2 words out of your vocabulary. Can't and problem. Because when you can't do something, you already said it. You can't do it. You told yourself you're not going to do it. But when it's and another thing is problem. If it's a problem, you can't fix it. It's always a challenge instead. It's never a problem.
I like that.
It's always a challenge.
Like okay, Kaizen Master.
Yeah,
I like that.
Kaizen Master always dropping gems. He's always helpful.
Okay.
And
the crystal.
Yeah. And after Kaizen Master, and also to be clear, it's never that I leave these people behind. They're always there with me, and I always still talk to these people.
Okay.
It's Zaf, and Zaf has helped me out way more, like in life and Street Fighter and just in general. Like it's kind of like more been like a big brother to me.
Yeah.
You know, helping me out and everything.
Yeah. He's also from Brockman.
Yeah, we're also from the same city.
Yeah.
He's just been helping me out, grow as a person, and grow as a player, because he actually wants to see people get better.
Yeah.
And just in general and everywhere. And then there was Bunch, and Bunch, he just shows me that. How do I say this? Go get what you want, but don't half-ass it. If you're real about this, do it. You know, he's been kind of
that militant.
Yeah, it's like, yo, do it,
do it,
just do it.
Very unbiased.
Very unbiased. That's what I like about him. He's very objective.
The best part about him is he doesn't really take a side.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, go ahead, do it. Don't. If you want to get good, you should be at New York every week trying to get better, because this is where the best players are. I'm like, you're right. See, there's no in between about it.
Right.
Besides that, yeah. But to highlight some big moments in my Street Fighter career, my first ever major went out. It was Evo, and this one I was in gold. It was season 1 Balrog. I think it was season 1 Balrog, or season 2. I'm not sure. And I made out pools. It was my first ever major tournament. I still wear the little bracelets, Evo 2017. The dark blue one says, "Let me not drown in pools." The light blue one says, "Official pool survivor." And this, yeah, and this, like, these right here, the bracelets. This kind of like cemented the everything. I have a strong feeling if I didn't make it out of pools that Evo, I probably would have gave up again. But this one showed me that I finally got to the biggest tournament in the world. I found the scene. This is my chance to do it. And this is before I met really everyone. I met Dan at this point. And Dan was there when I made out of pools. We popped up together. It was godlike. And this point was like, yo, this is it.
Yeah.
Do it. And when I did it, it just proved to me that as long as I don't give up,
you can do it.
I can do it. Never stop. Just always do it. And like, I have a strong feeling I'm probably gonna do this for the rest of my life. And say if, like, just hypothetical, right? This doesn't go anywhere. I will be happy as long as I knew I gave it everything.
I love this part. Oh my god, this needs to be clipped. Clip that. Who's that? This isn't even on Twitter. Clip that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Shout outs to all that.
Yeah.
Clip that.
It's weird because, like,
Control X.
Control X. Copy paste
that, please.
And I get this mentality.
On the wall.
When I first saw it, obviously I didn't have this like full like philosophy figured out. Like, obviously Kaiser Master, Zaf, Dan, everyone there like has helped me grow as a person. But it's looking back at it now, it's I've always been kind of cutthroat with myself. It's either you do it or you don't. When I first started playing 4 and I finally proved to myself I could do Fireball, it's shut up, get good. Just shut up, get good. Get it.
Put the work in.
Yeah, put the work in. Just do it. 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 And now at a competitive level, yo, this is a guilty secret I don't like to talk about as much. When I first got into the scene, when I was close to beating people that are considered better than me, I wouldn't beat them. I just let it go, because I felt it's weird because I had this weird guilt of that. I don't want to make them feel bad. It was really weird because, like, you guys have been here for so long. I'm doing this, and I've been always told that I've been scrubby and stuff like that when I first started out, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know. And now as like a more mature adult, because when I first started I was like 17. You know, it was. I don't know how to say it. I was more self-conscious about it. It's I don't want to put anyone, like, I'm walking. I'm new. But now I'm very competitive. It's more like, yo, I don't care, get good.
Yes.
I don't care about how you feel anymore. It's more like, yo, we're homies, but in the game, don't talk to me.
Yeah. No, you do what you have to do, and I completely get rid of the human aspect of it.
Yeah.
The game doesn't care.
Yeah.
So why should I? Like, the game
that's life, though. You know, that's
the
also
game
life.
doesn't care. The game isn't going to be like, you won ish.
Yeah.
Or like you lost, kinda.
Yeah,
You lost, but he was cheap. The game
Yeah.
doesn't do that. The game says winner or the game says loser.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about anything else.
It's so... Yo, I always have this random struggle. I don't know if you ever can relate with this or anyone that's watching. Yo, I put so much time into this. Like, yo, let's think about people, not just in our scene, but out of our scene, that have been putting so much time in being a TO or a competitive player, and they go home every night. It's like, yo, what do I have to show to people that don't understand what's happening? Like, I say I don't have many accomplishments in my career or Street Fighter career. I have a lot of them, but they're on personal levels, like self growth.
They're what you get out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's why I think I'm so addicted to fighting games and the scene in general, because they just make you a better person. Like they force you to look at yourself, get good, deal with the. You don't deserve anything. Yeah, you don't. And that's just
the world doesn't owe you anything.
It's either I'm gonna win or you're gonna lose. I walk into a tournament building. It's either I win or I don't.
That's it.
That's why as a kid, it was weird. I love the idea of that you lose or you win. This is it. There's no I got second or like no, you lost.
3-0, it was close though.
Yeah, 3-0 was close. Exactly. No, it's like it's something about that competitive feeling of that.
I love it because a lot of people won't understand that.
Exactly.
Or like they'll see someone salty, and then they'll think that
it's a video game. Get over it.
Well, like no, it's like you're allowed to be salty.
Yeah.
But that doesn't hold forever.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, all right, you're salty. It didn't go your way, but then right after that, it's like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Games.
Like
good games. You played well.
That's it, and that's it. Like I remember, that just reminds me of a story where like somebody was saying how, like, man, if he doesn't win, he's gonna be crushed. It was like in a Smash tournament. He's, like, he's gonna be crushed. I'm like, listen, man, there's only 8 people that can make it to Sunday.
Yeah.
There's 5,000 players.
There's only one person.
8, and only one person can win it.
Yeah.
So don't trip like
Yeah.
that. Don't put that as a judgment of character.
Yeah. But
Only 8 people are making it to Sunday.
yeah. And the cool thing about that is like the thing that I know most people won't get unless they are very competitive or they're in this type of lifestyle. Only one person gets to walk away.
Yeah.
Like you won, like Evo.
Yeah.
2,000 people enter.
Yeah.
One comes
One
out.
human wins it.
One win. What do you mean you've just flown to Vegas and put everything on the
I'll
line?
never forget Evo 2016.
What happened?
I went up to Tokido out of nowhere because I was like, oh, where is everybody? And I just randomly saw Tokido. I was looking for my friends. Saw Tokido. I'm like, oh crap! So I just wanted to shoot the conversation just to be like a cool guy. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Talked to him like, hey, how are you doing, man? We're like, where are you at in the tournament? He's like, bro, I'm out. He was like, bro, I'm out. I'm trying to get a drink and watch the thing. That's his whole. He's like, I'm out. And this guy, if he's out, anybody can listen.
Yo.
If he loses,
That's so godlike.
that's
though.
what I'm saying.
That's God.
If he can accept that, he's like, look, if I can lose, everybody can lose. I was like, and it's the way he took it made me realize, I'm like, oh man, the way I'm looking at it is so wrong.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not special.
Yeah,
if he thinks he's not special, then I'm not special.
Yeah. The
I'm
God
like,
himself.
he doesn't care. He's like, I was like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
And then he won it next year.
He won it next year.
Yeah, you come
Then
back.
he won it next year.
You just come back.
Yeah, you can't stop playing.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
And to
You
walk
wanna lose.
away is like, because like I said, like there's a lot of points in my like before I even started, I just gave up. But I realized, don't give up. You'll have your moment.
Yeah.
Yo, Bonchan, how long has this dude been playing and trying to win at Evo?
Bro,
He just did it.
Bonchan's win was, oh my god, it was so good. And he has kids.
Also, Tokido. How many times did Tokido get second at Evo?
Bro, everybody cried. Tokido's was worse than Bonchan's. I love Bonchan's victory. Tokido's victory was everybody was crying.
Dude,
Punk was crying. Tokido was crying. James Chen was crying. I was crying. Everybody was crying.
Yeah.
The camera was crying. The camera was shaking. Everybody was crying.
Yeah.
It was Evo the crying tournament. I was like, this is Spider-Man 3. Everybody was just crying. Peter Parker was crying. Harry was crying. I'm like, this Evo was just a tear fest.
Yeah. Man, what a great Evo. I'm glad I went to that one. Man,
I liked it because we were doing like indestructible. Like it was like a sing along.
Indestructible.
I was sitting there with whoa! It turned into like a sing along,
Yeah.
more of a convention than a tournament. I forgot there was a tournament. I'm like, this just seems like a really cool powwow. Like everyone's just doing shit. Oh, there's a serious top 8 going on. I forgot entirely.
Oh yeah.
So that's crazy.
Back of the head. And,
Part of me wanted Big Bird to win,
Yeah.
just because culture.
Yeah, for the culture.
For the culture, I'm
Yeah.
like, if we do it,
That'd be godly.
popping off.
We got-
Bro, I wouldn't have stopped eating
Yeah.
hummus the whole week. Out of honor. Out of honor, I would have bought 2 bags of chickpeas and just eat that straight. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have questions. I
Yeah,
forgot
we have
that.
questions.
We
We
do have
talk
questions.
so much.
Balrog, you play Balrog in Street Fighter 5.
Oh, I do? I guess I do.
Why'd you pick Why Balrog and why'd you pick him?
All right, so
Oh my gosh,
wow.
talk about these questions.
Ooh, wow, we have a lot to get through.
I heard you like boxing.
Yeah, I like boxing.
Yeah, wait, why do you play Balrog?
So simple. Don't even look at me. The simple answer for that is that Dudley in 4 was my first character, and I was like, I can't wait for Dudley to come out in this game. He never came out. I was like, oh, I got to deal with Balrog. I don't even play a charge character. I was like, I guess I'll do it, and that was just the main reason. Like, this guy's black and he boxes. I like that. That's exactly what I like. That's all I need.
I love that answer. He's black and he boxes. I like that.
That same thing with Leroy Smith. It's like, he's black and Wing Chun. And he got a dog.
It's just so honest. He's black, he boxes. I like it.
I like it. Keep it going. But to answer your question, that's the
Perfect.
yeah, that's it.
Your name is Laurence Wright, but your tag is Nellbomb.
Oh.
Talk to me a little bit about your tag. Why Nellbomb?
Oh my god. Oh man. All right. This is a story. So I've only worked at one retail job my whole life, and that's GameStop. And one time, like when I really started getting into the scene back in 2017,
Yes.
I didn't have really a tag. I used my Xbox tag. I'm not saying it. It's embarrassing.
Say it and we'll be the judge of
It's
that.
a lot of quick scope, TRZ, XX,
here we
blah
go.
blah blah,
No
Call of
scope.
Duty God, Shadow, Sniper Wolf. It's a lot of that.
Egyptian Baby 617. I got it. I was there.
It's going to be on
Those AOL Instant Messenger tags.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's going to be on the screen.
They hey ASL girl, where you at? Egyptian Baby 432. Get me on the Neopets.
Bro, I have no idea what you just said.
don't worry.
None of-
I felt it.
all
I
of-
felt it
thank
though.
you.
Yeah.
The energy.
But
The guy online.
all right, we're not. All right, we're
Anyways.
sidetracked. Yo, sidetrack. So I worked at a retail job called GameStop, and I had a boss at the time, and I was talking to him. I was like, I don't really have a gamer tag. Like, I don't want to use my Xbox tag because it's cringy. And he was like, I was like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. And he just kind of pushing me off. And I was like, I also kind of want to do YouTube videos when I grow up, just talking and just stuff like that. He's like, oh, what are you gonna name yourself? Nellbomb, blah blah blah. Because my middle name is Tenelli. That's where everyone in Brockton, or like my hometown, they call me Nell or Tenelli, and my boss calls me Nell. So he knows my middle name's Tenelli. So he was like, oh, Nellbomb, blah blah blah, and I just ran with it. I'm taking this.
Okay.
I'm taking that joke into something that I can fuel it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. So what is your favorite set in Street Fighter 5, and what is your favorite set that you've ever played? Could be a win, could be a loss.
My favorite set? Man, alright. Well, I'll tell you my favorite set to watch. Is actually Mena winning Capcom Cup.
Ooh.
That was a solid.
I was actually there for that.
Yeah,
Mena versus Tokido? Yeah, that was
I was like, yo, Mena's not making this back. Oh shit, he did. It was the craziest comeback. And the coolest thing was everyone popping off at the end, the crowd going crazy, the noisemakers, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like, and he had tech where he did the light bull, or no, the light chain command grab, and at that he
and then the back super.
Yeah, and super. I was
It
like, dude, this, and I think the thing that hyped me up the most was that he was 1 year younger than me.
That you could do it. Yeah.
I was like, bro, if he can do it, there's no excuse.
He's 1 year younger than you, and Tokido's older than me.
Yeah.
He's young, 1 year younger than you. Tokido is older than me. And the man won 250K.
Bro, and he got to pop off and share that moment with his family and friends, and that match was just like, it was so many ups and downs. Because when the second set happened, if I remember correctly, he just went right through him.
It was close the first
set.
After the reset, it was over.
Yeah. He played 2 match points in the first set.
Yep.
And then that was it.
Yeah, he went through. But my personal favorite set, I don't think I have one right now. I don't think anything, because...
Was there a set that you played that you were absolutely proud of? That you're like, I can't believe that this happened for me?
No, I don't. Well,
Okay.
The first thing that comes to mind is my second place, my first ever second placing at a monthly, which was Casa Bunch. Shouts to Bunch. I had to play Zaf to get first. I lost, but it was such a close set. I was like, it's because it's like he's like the teach. He teaches me everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this is the moment. I'm about to beat him.
Yeah.
It's like, didn't happen. But it went from a 2-0 to a 2-2.
Yeah.
And it was so close. But my whole, like, I don't want to say belief system behind all that, like personal set, a set's a set.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat it any different from me playing some random scrub online.
No.
Because the mentality I go in, even playing, like, big name players like Punk or anything like that, I actually even do better. Because in my head, it's like, you're trash, I don't care who you are. I don't care. You did this? That's cool. You didn't play me though. I don't care who you are. But that's my whole mentality of sets and like my favorite set, if you can guess that.
And that's how you beat Shrine online.
Oh yeah, I beat Sion online. That's what.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, you're gonna mention that one?
Yeah, I beat Sion. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Do you have a favorite player?
I'm my favorite player.
Like that?
I commentated the one time you won BP. That was.
Oh, I won BP!
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I won BP.
Who was the grand finals? You
Dan.
Lucky D?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a winner's run. I went through I didn't lose once.
Hey.
Yeah. That was a really dope night. I called my mom and dad, and they were like, "Yo!" I was like, "Yeah!"
So they're supportive.
Oh, 100%. I can't express how grateful I am for my parents, because they support everything I do. Like, if I want to do something, they're like, "Go ahead. This is what you want to do." They just believe in what I have to push out. Like the product I'm selling, which is like myself to the world, they believe in it. And with that behind me, I can do whatever I want.
What are your aspirations towards the future for fighting games?
Like the main goal, when I first started, the main goal was like when I showed myself I can do this, I want to be sponsored. I want to make this into a career. Just because as a kid, like I said, I saw Halo videos and stuff like that, tournaments. I'm like, that's so sick. I want to do that. That's everything I love. I get to be competitive, not hurt anyone. Because in fighting, I kind of stopped doing fighting because I would hurt people. Yeah. But I guess the main goal when I first started was to be sponsored. But now, I just want to make sure, the main goal is just to make sure I do everything I can to be the best me I can be. In Street Fighter, fighting games, content creating, and just being myself. I don't want to do the disservice or disrespect myself when I could have been something much better. Like, another thing I want to do in my life, I have a lot of things I keep in the back of my head to just make sure I know I'm going to do great things. I tell myself I'm going to be better than the dude I'm going to be in 10 years. The dude me from 10 years from now is trash compared to what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I want to be better than him.
Be better than yourself.
Yeah. That's the day. I just want to be better.
All right. Now, do you have any final words, any final shout-outs, anything you want to say to the people watching?
Don't give up. That's it. Just don't. Whatever you do, just do it. Just leave it all on the table. Don't disrespect yourself and say, I could have do this, you could have do that. That's so whack. Just do it.
You sound like you're speaking from experience, man.
Yeah, I am. There's definitely been points in my life where I was just like, I didn't do something because I was scared. Yo, and I'm still living with the regret of, I could have did this. I can promise you right now, if you're watching this and there's something on your mind you want to do, and whatever it is, you're going to be more upset and have to live with the regret of not doing it than actually doing it. It's trash. But besides that, follow me on social media.
Where can people find you on social media?
So you can follow my Twitch at Twitch.tv/Nellbomb, NELLBOMB, and follow me at my Twitter at Mr. Wright _ or Mr. _ Wright 125. I gotta change my ad.
All right, thanks so much, Nell. This has been a wrap. Thank you, brother. As always.
First person. This has happened in my life.
Good games.
Another episode of Beyond Frame Data. It is hot as shit in this house.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I'm turning on the AC. We are out of here.
Bye.
Goodbye.